What is going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, make sure you join my Facebook group, Flankster Statue Collectors, where I interact a lot with you guys. I've been posting tons of photos and updates in there that, we only have 400 members right now, so a lot of you guys are missing out if you haven't joined that. So do join my Facebook group. But I have some massive monster, literally, plans for my collection. You'll notice that Terminator's completely removed and Caesar's moved and whatnot. I've removed actually Lord of the Rings from this room, and I'll show you where that's going and what's happening. But I actually was able to finally snab Spiral Studios King Ghidorah. That thing is absolutely massive. 37 inches tall, 53 inches wide. It will be my widest single statue and one of my tallest single statues. So I'm extremely excited. It's supposed to ship apparently next month, but it's going to go right there. I'll put the exclusive art print that it comes with above because I did get the exclusive deluxe version with the base and all the extra goodies. Godzilla vs. Kong will go right there, where I've installed extra lighting to ensure I get maximum enjoyment, and it'll fit there perfectly. And then we'll do Kong bust, Kong vs. Skullcrawler. And where Kong vs. Skullcrawler is, we'll actually do Mecha Godzilla. So I have my whole kaiju, monster verse, whatever you want to call them, all here in this display, and it's going to look absolutely legendary. So I'm super, super excited to get that. So I'm testing out a lot of different options right now for my display. I can't show you everything on this wall to the left because I did get Drake bust, but I'm posting the video tomorrow. I want to get this out first. So I don't want to show you Drake bust yet, but I'm testing this out. Above Venom is the Reaper setup with Drake. And to the right is Terminator, which eventually we will, change that to 1/3 scale instead of the half scale endo. So once I can get a 1/3, I'll sell the half scale. Now, Venom, I am potentially considering upgrading to the Queen Studios Venom. Now, I can't keep it just like this, which I do think looks good. However, I could change it to Queen Studios bust. I could potentially upgrade my Venom 1/4, or just do just a Venom bust and do Drake bust down low and do Red Sonja between Arnold and Reaper. Because I'm trying, ideally, to do Caesar right here, because I just feel like the overall look of this display is better, having like bust 1/4, like 4 displays of bust 1/4, instead of putting Caesar in the DBZ room where I had him the last few days. So we did move Gremlins over here, and we've opened up this spot for Ghostface and Leatherface, so I no longer have to, squander and figure out what to do for that. By doing this, I've completely freed up, an entire garage shelf for them. It'll be very spacious. I'll be able to display that prop. I still need to wall mount that screen prop, but it's going to be very spacious and look great. And then Pan's Labyrinth will stay the same, and everything else will stay the same. I'm getting another Chucky doll of silicone. I'll do a comparison and sell my least favorite one. Or who knows, maybe I love it so much and I don't want to sell either, so I keep and have 2 Chuckies. It is possible. This is Chucky 1. The other one I'm getting is Chucky 2 with the knife hand. But yeah, I'm really excited now that I have a dedicated spot for Ghostface and Leatherface, because I didn't like putting them over there as well, because I knew, partial one of them would be blocked. So this whole new plan, I'm doing it for several reasons. One, I felt like Lord of the Rings did not fit next to Marcus and Lycan and everything. It just didn't flow as well. And I feel like right now it's flowing extremely good outside of the half-scale endo. And Venom, there's a reason that's there, because Lord of the Rings has moved to the Venom spot. But Venom works as well because Reaper is from Blade. Blade is Marvel. So we have a Marvel creature. Venom is also Marvel, and he's a creature, so he fits. So it's Marvel up and down, the creatures of Marvel, and I feel like it really does work good. But we are selling a bunch of statues as well, because I had to move Lord of the Rings into that room. We're selling a bunch. First off, I am selling my Pure Arts Battle Damaged bust. So I actually did drop this once when I was installing it, and it does have some damage. Because this is a battle damaged, it's honestly incredibly hard to tell, but more or less this right here. So it's so hard to tell because there is so many cracks and battle damage that it's not a big deal. And the light ups still do work. There's a button back here you press, for the lighting and the effects. But yeah, that's more or less it. So we're selling this for $450 shipped. Mine is technically the exclusive, but I am going to keep the exclusive because I like displaying it with my Queen Arnold. But that is first thing for sale. Before we get to the other main stuff, I did want to show you some other things that's also for sale. So I have actually sold my MK Ninjas, sold them in my Facebook group, but I'm actually selling Melina as well. I already sold Jade as well in my Facebook group. But we are selling Mortal Kombat PCS Melina, mint condition with box, ready to go, same day, 500 shipped. So that's substantially cheaper than what she goes on eBay, and an absolute fantastic deal. That's basically retail costs, maybe slightly less. Yeah, I mean, I did have Caesar here, which I did like him there. However, that does present problems for my video game display and where to put Bruce Lee and Dastin. So that's the reason I moved Caesar back. But Caesar does fit there. The bust above, 1/4 below, poster above. It's just a matter of where to put Bruce Lee at that point. I'm still trying to figure it out. Because ultimately, I wanted to put Jin Sakai there. And I mean, I technically could do Bruce Lee down low. And do Master Chief there above. You know, and keep Dastin below. Because I need to also bring Master Chief up high. Because eventually all these statues, minus those two, will go here. And Final Fantasy VII will go with Laura and Snake. And I'll move Broly and all DBZ at top shelf. Bottom shelf will be Game of Thrones. Because I don't want Game of Thrones on this shelf, but I'm fine with it being down here. But the statue we're selling in here is MRC Vegeta. So I did actually find a buyer, but then they backed out. But this is a prototype, so it is priced a little higher. Prototypes are a lot more rare. There's only 2 made instead of, I think, like 400 for the edition size. So prototype is also painted better, and it just holds its value better. So we're selling this for $700 shipped in the US. Working light up head and aura. I just don't have it plugged in to show you, but you can always check out my original unboxing when I did receive it 6 months before it started shipping. Now this is an absolutely perfect, amazing Vegeta. However, I am getting KD Vegeta and I do not have space to keep him. Otherwise, I would just keep him. And we are selling KD Cell, and I'm lowering the price on this. So this is one that does not have a lean. I don't believe there's any damage. There might be a scratch or two on the wing, I think, but I can't see anything. And also, I've never noticed, but I notice now there is a tiny gap between his foot and that. I haven't tried to push it down, but when you view it from the best angle, you can't tell. But this is for sale. We're going to lower the price because it hasn't sold yet. $950 shipped for KD Cell. And I'm not going to sell Clicker and Uncharted until Prime 1 shows off their Uncharted. It goes up for pre-order, and Last of Us as well. So that's what's delaying that. Now, if someone is interested, I would also sell these statues right here. So Shao Kahn will do 200 shipped. Kratos 125 shipped. Psycho Raiden with Kung Lao. Kung Lao does have a broken leg, so he can't really stand good. And I don't have all the like switch outs, I don't think, or even the original box. Possibly, I'd have to check. But $400 for Psycho Raiden. He's mint, note issues. And we're including a $200 Kung Lao that's just damaged. So $400 for that pair. So that's everything for sale in this room as of now. And in that room. Now, Lord of the Rings is moving where you see alerts. Basically, these 3 garage shelves is all Lord of the Rings. So the nice thing is we do have a wall that separates it from DC and a door that separates it from Marvel. So it is separated, which is really nice. Now, there is definitely some cons to me doing this. Obviously, I have to downsize some of my Marvel and DC. So we are selling Deadpool Bust. This is for sale at $900 shipped. Comes with a metal COA I had printed out. But yeah, it's mint with box. 900 shipped. So basically retail with free shipping and no tax. Now I'm trying to consider, I do have to sell at least one Aquaman. I haven't tried to put him over there to see how it looks. Obviously, the Justice League one matches bases better, the accurate costume to the movie, so ideally that should be the one I would keep. However, this is a far superior statue in my opinion. The costume is much more vibrant, the portrait is better, the base is 10,000 times better. However, due to his base not being, 7 inches tall, his head is much lower. So you'd also have to put him on a riser if I displayed him in my Justice League. But I'm going to attempt to put him there, but I still am going to throw him up for sale as well. 1,400 shipped, which is what I paid. Mine is the exclusive, mint, no issues, ships in 2 massive boxes. So 1,400 shipped. We're also selling Gentle Giant Black Widow. Keep in mind, this does have some damage. It fell in the earthquake. Both of her gun holsters are damaged. I did paint it black so you can't see any white resin. And her gun hand did break out. I re-glued it and you can't tell it's broke. I do have this custom base. Well, it's kind of custom. What it is Iron Studios Captain America from Avengers 2 that arrived to me damaged. I glued the base on top of the base, and she's basically resting on it with her peg foot in there and whatnot. So if you want this custom base, I'll throw it in for $50, but keep in mind it will arrive to you damaged, and then you have to glue it back. So there's zero chance that would arrive not damaged. So I do have the original base as well for her, which I'll obviously include, so you can just display her with that. But she's for sale at $850 shipped. If you want the extra base, you just have to cover shipping cost. So let's just say an extra $25 to $50. But she's the current only Marvel 1/4 for sale. I will be putting Marvel right there, likely Vision Bust, Ultron, Scarlet Witch, or Vision Bust, Ultron, Doctor Strange Bust, if I get him. Ideally I want to finish Civil War doing, Scarlet Witch and Hawkeye. And I can only have one of each character down low. Outside of Black Widow, I will have Queen and Iron Studios. So, I have very, very limited Marvel space. Eventually, I will sell my Mark 50 Battle Damage bust when the Mark 7 bust comes in, because I can only have one Iron Man bust, and I want my favorite costume. Even though technically this fits better with that statue and this being an Infinity War display, the Mark 7 is my favorite costume, so I want that to be my, definite Iron Man bust. So eventually I will sell that, just so you're aware. So yeah, this is where the Dark Knight Rises setup will go. I haven't, moved posters or anything, but, I have it spaced about 2 inches apart, each statue, Joker on a little riser, well, a slight lazy Susan so I can rotate them. Got the mask here, mask there, bust there. I'll do Joker's bust right here. Back there where you see Harley and Deadshot will be Steppenwolf and Darkseid. And Suicide Squad's going to go all along this wall with the Harley Quinn bust. I will cancel Infinity Studios bust. I've always wanted to kind of cancel it. I just feel it's not worth $4,000. I will get Harley Quinn bust, though. She'll go there. She is more important to me than the Heath Ledger bust. I'm honestly extremely happy with this Heath Ledger statue. And once I get the bust as well, and I have the mask, I'm good with Heath Ledger. I don't need to have every single Heath Ledger collectible out there. I'm set for Dark Knight Trilogy once I get my 1/4 Ledger bust. So one thing we are going to be selling, though, is my entire 1/10 scale Marvel line. So that includes 25 statues in the Endgame, Ghost Rider, Hela. You got 5 statues in that line, 3 in that line, 6 in that line. So ideally, I would like to do this in pairs, more or less. I would like someone to buy my entire Endgame line statue. Now, this technically includes multiple other lines statues per se, like Valkyrie is from Thor 3. Gamora and Drax are technically from Infinity War, and Captain Marvel's from Captain Marvel movie. Ant-Man and the Wasp are just Ant-Man and the Wasp movie. And everyone else is Endgame. Well, he's also Infinity War. But I want to sell this as is. So I will give you that backdrop poster if you want it. But you're getting 25 statues. 25. And every one of them is mint condition, except for Captain Marvel had one little rock in the back break off during the earthquake. I glued it back. You can't tell. but just wanted to let you know that. Otherwise, they're all mint condition. So I'm going to sell the entire lot, 25 1/10 scale statues that generally range anywhere from $150 to $200 or $300 on some of them, for $3,000. So $3,000 and you can have this entire amazing diorama. That's an absolute stellar deal. That's almost averaging out to, 100 each plus, shipping, 500 in shipping, because I have to ship 25 boxes or several massive boxes to host multiple inside. So 3,000. So basically $100 for each one plus shipping is how you can think of it, which is an absolute steal, and I'm definitely losing a lot of money. Hella will sell her for $125. Ghost Rider will sell him for $130. Ideally, I would like to keep these in pairs as well. So the Infinity War line, which also includes a Spider-Man, technically from Spider-Man Homecoming. And we're going to sell this for $600 shipped. Here, the Vormir scene, you got Black Widow, Red Skull, and Hawkeye in his, ninja costume. We're going to sell this for $350 shipped. Then the Black Order line, God, this line's so cool too. With the Iron Man snapping as well. So this entire line, and it's all mint and everything. Yeah, all these are mint, by the way. This entire line for $800 shipped. So that's basically, you're paying kind of retail for all of them with free shipping, and you're getting a free Iron Man. So yeah, because I paid $700 plus shipping for the Black Order. Iron Man alone was like $200 plus shipping. So you're basically getting a free Iron Man and the entire Black Order at retail with free shipping. So absolute stellar deal. So yeah, that is currently what is for sale. I do hate to sell these 110s, and it is honestly an incredible big hassle for me. Like, having to get out all the boxes, box them up. And I really do love this line. It is amazing. Granted, they're tiny, but when you have a lot of them, they do have a good presence. But I'm trying to avoid a mid-room shelf. I did do Terminator mid-room for a few days, and I just can't do it. Even, like putting Red Sonja here. The problem is it blocks my viewing angle when I'm sitting on my couch, and I like to be able to see all my statues from my couch. I mean, here's her on, mid-room, for example. It just blocks stuff, and I don't like that. I like the open space, and I don't want a cluttered collection, and it seems like for the last year and a half, I declutter, and then I start to just get more and more and start cluttering it, and then I have to declutter again. But the nice thing is we are upgrading the statues and the overall displays. So the nice thing is with moving Lord of the Rings here is this spot will be Prime 1 Balrog vs. Gandalf, Fellbeast, and my Cave Troll. And then we can technically move Sauron over and do Infinity Studios, Nazgul bust, and then all 1/4 scales here. I can fit 5 1/4 on top. And, depends how big, like, Gandalf is, for example, but at least Legolas, Aragorn, Gimli, Frodo, and, maybe Gandalf. I could always do Sideshow Gandalf. But, I'll definitely get Gandalf and up here, do, like, Morgulord, Nazgul, Saruman. I mean, who knows if they make a Saruman. If not, I'm still very happy with Sideshows. And then Berserker and Lurtz. And I actually can move Lurtz even further in the corner and do Lurtz 1/4 right where the bust is at. To gain extra space. The only one I'm kind of worried about is down here fitting 5 of them. Now I know Frodo's not super big, neither is Gimli. It just depends how big they go with Gandalf 1/4. If they go massive, then I'm definitely going to be low on space and probably have to display Frodo up top or find somewhere, potentially else. But ideally I want at least, the Trinity with Gandalf down low. That's most important. Frodo can be displayed up there because he'd actually fit. Anyways, folks, that is it for today's video. It's a pretty big change in the collection. We are going to be sacrificing some pretty awesome pieces, like if we sell Aquaman, not doing Infinity Studios Joker, and, potential future Marvel. I'm very limited on space. I'm definitely getting Doctor Strange bust, that's for sure. That is one thing that I'm certain of, is he is an absolute must for me. You know, like, he's more important to me than Vision Bust, for example. You know, I would sell Vision Bust and keep Doctor Strange Bust over that, you know. So we'll see. But Doctor Strange is definitely one of my most important busts I'm getting for Marvel. But yeah, it sucks to sell statues, trust me. I don't want to. I wish I had more space, but I think this is for the best of the collection. It's going to make lines better, you know, having like one dedicated, you know, setup truly for Lord of the Rings, and having all my horror and monster statues all along that back wall, not trying to integrate Lord of the Rings. And then my, you know, Godzilla vs. Kong display is going to look so amazing with King Ghidorah. So yeah, that is everything, and that is what's up with the Flankster channel. Now, if you're interested in any of these statues, please message me. Facebook, Sean Sanders. Instagram, Flankster117. Email, flanksterbuySell@gmail.com. I usually can message you back pretty much instantly. I can generally ship everything same day paid outside of the 1/10. That will take me several days because I have to get the boxes. Especially if you buy like the 25 down low. It will take me some time to get those shipped out. But anything else will be shipped same day, like Deadpool bust, for example. And I accept PayPal. You can do friends and family or service, and you cover fees 4%. Venmo, Zelle. So let's get these off to new homes. And I may consider selling my Venom display. I'm considering getting Queens. If I can find Queens for a good price, then I'll sell my Sideshow Venom display and do Queen Venom over there. So anyways, folks, that's it. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.